I never thought a house could hold so many unspoken things. Walls don't talk, but they remember. And this house remembers everything. I moved in, thinking it would be temporary. Just until I figured my life out. Just until things felt stable again. My sister welcomed me without hesitation. She always did. She had that way of making space for people, even when she had none left for herself. Her husband lived there too, of course. At the time, I barely thought about him at all. He was just part of the background. Someone who belonged to her life, not mine. The house was small, but comfortable. Little details like that stick with you when you don't feel fully at home anywhere. Morning light came through the kitchen window every day at the same hour. The clock on the wall ticked louder at night. Little details like that stick with you when you don't feel fully at home anywhere. My sister worked long hours. She left early and came back tired. Most nights, she fell asleep before finishing her dinner. I told myself that was normal. That marriages change. That exhaustion explains distance. He stayed home more than she did. Not always, but enough that I noticed. Enough that our paths crossed often. At first, it was nothing. A greeting in the hallway. A shared cup of coffee. Polite conversations about weather, schedules, small plans that didn't include me. I kept my distance. I wanted to. I knew my place. But loneliness has a strange way of bending rules without asking permission. There were afternoons when the house felt too quiet. The kind of quiet that presses against your ears. The kind that makes you aware of your own breathing. That's when conversations started lasting longer than they should have. He asked how I was adjusting. I gave him an honest answer. I said I felt lost. He didn't try to fix it. He just listened. I didn't realize then how dangerous that could be. Listening creates space, and space invites closeness. I noticed things slowly. The way he remembered what I said days later. The way he noticed when I skipped meals. The way he looked at me not inappropriately, not obviously but attentively. I told myself it was harmless. That kindness didn't mean intention. That attention didn't mean desire. I repeated those thoughts often, like a shield. Still, something shifted. Dinner conversations changed. They weren't about daily routines anymore. They drifted toward memories, toward feelings neither of us named. I laughed more than I meant to. I stayed in the room longer than necessary. And then there was my sister. She trusted me completely. That trust sat heavy in my chest. At night, in my room, I replayed everything. Every word. Every pause. I asked myself questions I didn't want answers to. Why did his presence feel comforting? Why did I feel seen in a way I hadn't in a long time? I hated those questions. I hated myself for asking them. Nothing had happened. That's what I kept telling myself. But even then, I knew something had already begun. Not An affair. Not a betrayal. Something quieter. Something harder to undo. One evening, my sister texted saying she'd be late again. Work. Emergency. I stood in the kitchen, staring at my phone, feeling a strange mix of relief and guilt. We ate together that night. Just the two of us. The conversation was normal. Too normal. Until there was a silence that felt different. Heavy. Uncomfortable. He said my name. Just once. And for reasons I still can't explain, that moment stayed with me. That was the night I realized I was standing closer to a line than I wanted to admit. And I didn't step back.